The House of the Dragon is in chaos, as they've just released a statement revealing that their eldest son and heir apparent Daemon is bisexual. This is a shock to many who had thought him to be straight. We'll have more on this story as it develops. Recently, it was revealed that Daemon, one of the main characters, is bisexual. It turns out that one of the main characters in House of the Dragon is bisexual. In the show, Matt Smith plays Daemon Targaryen, and in a recent interview, he confirmed that his character is attracted to both men and women. This is pretty big news, as the mainstream shows don't often feature bisexual main characters. It's even rarer for those characters to be played by openly bisexual actors. So kudos to Matt Smith and House of the Dragon for helping to normalize bisexuality on television. We can only hope that this trend continues, and that more shows begin to feature diverse representations of the LGBTQIA+ community. Everyone needs to see themselves represented on TV, and we're glad House of the Dragon is leading the way. Meanwhile, this revelation has caused mixed reaction among fans of the show. Since the news broke that the House of the Dragon would be revealed as bisexual, there's been a mixed reaction among fans of the show. Some are excited to see a major character represented as something other than straight, while others feel it's unnecessary and forced. However, there's no denying this is a huge step forward for representation on television. While some fans are thrilled about the news, others feel it's unnecessary and forced. One fan said, "I don't think every character needs to be gay or bisexual. This feels like the writers are just trying to be progressive for the sake of it." Another fan said, "I'm glad they're representing a character as something other than straight. It's about time." There's a lot of debate among fans about this news. However, there's no denying that it's a huge step forward for representation on television. It's important to see characters that reflect the diversity of the world that we live in, and House of the Dragon is taking a step in the right direction. And lastly, no matter what side you're on, this news has definitely sparked conversation and debate. This news has sparked conversation and debate no matter which side you're on. Some people say this is a step in the right direction for LGBTQ+ representation, while others say it's unnecessary and gratuitous. However, one thing is for sure, this news has gotten people talking. Some argue that Daemon's bisexuality is nothing more than a cheap attempt to be woke, and that it doesn't add anything to the story. The news that Daemon Targaryen is bisexual has caused mixed reactions among fans of House of the Dragon. Some are excited to see a major character represented as something other than straight, while others feel it's unnecessary and forced. Next, in other related news, first up, House of the Dragon mocks Jon Snow's worst character assassination. A subtle nod to Jon Snow's most despised Game of Thrones Season 8 transformation appears in House of the Dragon Episode 7. One of the most divisive TV series in recent memory, Game of Thrones Season 8 has drawn criticism for its writing and the character alterations made to Jon Snow, aka Aegon Targaryen. The shocking revelation that Jon Snow was indeed the true-born child of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, making him the legitimate heir to the Iron Throne, was proven in the Game of Thrones Season 7 finale. Jon, on the other hand, remained devoted to Daenerys Targaryen's cause after learning of his origins and positions, which resulted in a ridiculous number of his lines about the Iron Throne simply stating, "I don't want it." As Rhaenyra's son, Lucerys Velaryon answers, "I don't want it," when Corlys Velaryon informs him that he would inherit Driftmark. It appears that Jon Snow was not the first bastard to utter this remark. Young Lucerys' line is a poignant reminder of Jon Snow's reluctance to accept land and influence. However, the character in House of the Dragon has a different motivation for turning down Driftmark. Everyone is dead once you become Lord of Driftmark, especially Corlys and Laenor, according to Lucerys. In a cruel twist of fate, this was spoken just before Laenor Velaryon supposedly died in House of the Dragon Episode 7, making Lucerys the current heir to the Driftwood throne. But in Game of Thrones, Jon Snow turned down the Iron Throne because he didn't want to be king, and in particular, he didn't want to betray Daenerys by assuming the throne. Now, for Rhaenyra and Daemon's plan and shocking decisions. In House of the Dragon Episode 7, Rhaenyra and Daemon Targaryen make several stunning choices that hint at the extent they'll go to win the Civil War and claim the Iron Throne. The recently single Daemon reunites with Rhaenyra for the first time in 10 years after Laenor Velaryon's passing. Over the years, their feelings and relationship have remained the same, but before discreetly getting married, they must carry out a deft murder plot and exercise tremendous political power. While they wait for their foes' reactions to their wrongdoings, Rhaenyra and Daemon Targaryen perform a Velaryon wedding ceremony in the House of the Dragon's Episode 7 conclusion. Though it wasn't an easy choice, the decision to pretend Laenor Velaryon died was taken with Rhaenyra and her spouse in mind. Daemon and Rhaenyra's union is still fundamentally beneficial for the Velaryons, even though Corlys and Rhaenys will be enraged in their sorrow. Rhaenyra and Daemon are allowed to openly love one another and get ready for her bumpy ascension to the Iron Throne now that Laenor Velaryon lives a happier, more anonymous life in Essos with his lover, Carl Corey. Rhaenyra and Daemon's contentious union may enrage Viserys, alarm the Greens, and exile Laenor for life. Still, Still, it will more critically build their strength in the Targaryen civil war in the House of the Dragon. So how many dragons do the Velaryons have? Is it really half the realms? In House of the Dragon Episode 5, Lord Corlys Velaryon, Steve Toussaint, boasted that House Velaryon controls half the realm's dragons. But is this accurate? Alcock, Millie. This marriage fulfilled King Viserys Targaryen's, Paddy Considine's, desire to reunite the House of the Dragon. After a long time away, it brought the rebellious House Velaryon back into the good graces of the Iron Throne. The Targaryen source of strength in Westeros continues to be dragons. Only individuals with the blood of the dragon, descended from Old Valyria, can bond with and ride a dragon. The winged, fire-breathing monsters are the House of the Dragon's nuclear weapons. However, unlike the Targaryens, House Velaryon grew powerful and influential through sea trade and shipping. Lord Corlys is in charge of Westeros' most potent navy, and because of his explorations, House Velaryon has become the richest kingdom in the Seven Kingdoms. When Viserys wedded Lady Alicent Hightower, Emily Carey, rather than Corlys' daughter Laena, Nova Foelis Mose, a rift developed between the Sea Snake and the Velaryons that persisted for years as the Velaryons and Prince Daemon Targaryen, Matt Smith, engaged in conflict with the Triarchy over the Stepstones. Without a doubt, House Targaryen wants to have some influence over the dragons of House Velaryon, which is why Rhaenyra and Laenor got married politically. Finally, House of the Dragon makes you want more Harwin Strong scenes. The viewers of House of the Dragon Episode 7 wish they had seen more of Sir Harwin Strong before his terrible demise at the end of Episode 6, as the show made many references to him throughout the show. Harwin Strong was the heir to Harrenhal and served as the City Watch commander. The fact that he was Rhaenyra Targaryen's not-so-secret father to her 3 children is of the utmost importance. In the 6th episode of the first season of House of the Dragon, titled Driftmark, Sir Harwin Strong experienced both success and failure. After a time jump of 10 years, it was rapidly and strongly implied that Harwin is the father of Rhaenyra's children and that he's been having an affair with the princess for the past 10 years. This was done both before and after the time jump. Even though he was trying to defend his children, Harwin fell for the bait and attacked Sir Criston Cole. Due to the brawl, Harwin was expelled from the City Watch and dispatched to Harrenhal to perform his duties as a lord there. However, upon their arrival, both Harwin and his father were swiftly killed in a fire that Harwin's brother, Larys Strong, indirectly caused. Harwin's death was also the fault of Larys Strong. The Targaryen family made numerous references to Harwin in Episode 7 of House of the Dragon, making his absence felt throughout the episode. During the funeral for Laena Velaryon, Rhaenyra's son Jacaerys declared that they should not be there, but instead should be at Harrenhal grieving the loss of Sir Harwin. During a walk on the beach with Daemon, Rhaenyra shared her sadness over the death of Harwin by relating how the knight had provided her happiness, made her feel desirable, and was deserving of her trust. The fact that Harwin's relationship with the family was mainly skimmed over and rushed to fit the entirety of Harwin's role in Episode 6 of House of the Dragon makes this grieving feel empty though. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment letting us know what you think. We love hearing from you.